Hello and welcome everyone once again to another class in Tech with Jaja. So in today's class, we're going to talk about a fundamental concept in data manipulation, which are the Python operator. The Python operator is a fundamental concept that helps us to understand how data are being manipulated by the Python interpreter. So let's dive right in. So in today's video, we're going to talk about Python operators. An outline of what we're going to discuss about today is on the definition of operators. What are operands and expressions? The type of operators and the precedence of operators. What are operators? Operators are special symbols or keywords used to perform operations on values. They allow us to manipulate the values and control the flow of a program. Examples are the dash, the forward slash, the asterisk, the and keyword, the or keyword, etc. So these are operators that we use in Python, and they are used to perform different kinds of operations. Now, what are operands? Operands are the values or variables in which these operators act. Operands can be numbers, strings, floats, or any kind of data in general. In the operator space, all types of data are referred to as operands, be it integers, be it floats, be it text, be it boolean, be it any kind of, even the structures we've discussed in our previous video are all referred to as operands. Examples of operands we have here are 2, 4.1, minus 100, false. Now, if you want to talk about operators and operands, then we also need to talk about what is an expression. An expression is a combination of values, which are operands and operators, that together perform a computation or manipulation. The operator dictates the kind of operation to be performed on the operand. So for example, if we have 2 plus 3, the 2 and the 3 are the operands, while the plus is the operator. So the plus tells us that we are going to do an addition in this case. Similarly, we have 6 minus 7. The 6 and the 7 are the operands, and the minus sign dictates that we should do a subtraction. In this other case, we have 5 is greater than 10. So in this case, we're also checking to know if 5 is indeed bigger or greater than 10. So it is the operator that dictates the kind of operation to perform in which kind of expression. So the combination of the operator and the operand is what is called an expression. So we have 3 expressions in this particular scenario, where we have 2 plus 3 as an expression. We also have 6 minus 7 as an expression. We also have 5 is greater than 10 as an expression. There's a syntax to how operators and operands are placed side by side in an expression. So the syntax of an operator expression in Python generally follows this pattern. There is an operand on the left-hand side of the operator, and there's also an operand on the right-hand side of the operator. So the operator operates on these 2 operands at a particular time. Operations can only be performed on 2 operands at a particular time. Now, in the CPU of the computer, the part that handles operations and operands or data manipulation is the arithmetic and logic unit. Now, because there are 2 units in this unit, or there are 2 classes in this unit, which is the arithmetic unit and the logic unit, therefore also we have 2 types of operators in Python or in any programming language, which are the arithmetic operators and the logic operators. The arithmetic operator performs basic mathematical operations on numbers, and they also return numbers as results. So for example, here we have 1 plus 5, and the answer will be what? 6. So 1 and 5 are numbers, and we're also having a number which is 6 as the output. The next are the logical or the Boolean operators. These are used to perform logical operations, and they also return Boolean values which are either true or false. So the logical operators can either take a number or a text, but the output it will return will be either true or false. So these operators are often used in conditional statements to determine the flow of a program. For example, we have here that 5 is greater than 12, so it will only return true. 5 is bigger than 12, returns true. We also have other kinds of operators. Now, considering the arithmetic operators, Python has 7 arithmetic operators, which are the addition, the subtraction, the multiplication, the exponentiation, the real division, the modulus, and the floor division. The addition operator is used to add two operands. So sit back. After explaining these operators, we are going to go to the code editor to do some examples so that we are going to understand what this is in detail. Now, the addition operator is used to add two operands. The subtraction operator is used to subtract the second operand from the first. If we have 5 minus 3, we are going to subtract the 3 from the 5. The multiplication operator is used to multiply two operands. Where we have, if we have 2 times 8, we are going to now multiply the 2 by the 8 to give us 16. The exponentiation operator raises the first operand to the power of the second operand. For example, 2 to the power of 3 gives us 8. The real division is used to divide the first operand by the second. The modulus operator is used to return the remainder of the division of the first operand by the second. The floor division is used to divide the first operand by the second and returns the largest integer, which is less than or equal to the result. And the last operator is the subscribe operator, which is the last one is the subscribe operator, which is the result that will be obtained when you click this like, which is the result you will click, which will improve the subscriber count of the channel when you hit the subscribe button. That's by the way though. So let's dive right into the code editor and see this in practice. So let's have a variable we call var. Let me say var is equal to. So the first of the operators is the addition operator, where we use to add two operands. So let's say we have 2 plus 3, and then let's print var. So we can see the result is 5. So we use the plus sign for addition in Python. The next is the subtraction operator, which is represented by a dash in Python. So if we do 2 dash 3 or 2 minus 3, and then run this program, we are going to have our result, meaning that 2 minus 3 is equivalent to minus 1. The next on the list is the multiplication operator. In Python, we use asterisk for multiplication. So if we put that here, so 2 asterisk 3 or 2 times 3, and run this program, we're going to see that that gives us 6. So the exponentiation operator is just 2 asterisks joined side by side. Please note there should be no space in between the asterisks. So this is equivalent to 2 to the power of 3. And this is different from 3 to the power of 2, which is, and that is equivalent to 9. Okay, so the next one is the real or the natural division, which is represented in Python by a forward slash. So let me remove this and put a forward slash here, and then run this program. And the answer is 5. So please note, the result of a natural or real division is always a float. Let me explain that to you. So let's have that let's have a number here. Let's have 4. So 4 divided by 2 is equivalent to 2. But using a natural division will return a float to us. In this case, it will give us 2.0. So please note the return value of a natural or real division is always a float. Now, expressing 4 divided by 2 as a mixed fraction is equivalent to 2 whole number 0 over 2. The whole number that you obtain when you divide a number or when you express a number as a mixed fraction is the result of the float division. So in this case, if I want to get the float division of 4 and 2, that is represented by 2 forward slashes. If I add a slash here now, I will get the float division between 4 and 2. Similarly, what is the result of 9 divided by 2? That is 4 whole number 1 over 2. So that means the float division of 9 and 2 is what? 4. Let's check that. So you see, the result of the float division is always an integer. Okay, the next is the modulo or the remainder. When we express 9 divided by 2 as a mixed fraction, we're going to have 4 whole number 1 over 2. So the 1 is the remainder of dividing 9 by 2. And in Python, we represent the modulo as a percentage. So let's put the percent here and then check this. So you see the remainder is 1. If we do 9 and 3, and that is 0 because 9 divided by 3 is 3 whole number 0 over 3. There is no remainder when we divide 9 by 3. If we had used 10, 10 divided by 3 is 3 whole number 1 over 3. And so the remainder is 1. Now, because in a particular expression, we can have more than one operator, and we have said that operators can only operate on just 2 operands at a time, then we should know in a particular case whereby we have more than one operator and operand in an expression, the order or the precedence on how the operators and the operand are to be performed or operated on. And the rule is abbreviated as BEDMAS or BEDMAS, meaning bracket, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction, or parentheses, exponent, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So in that case, it means that when you have operators and operands in an expression, you evaluate the terms that is in the brackets first or in the parentheses first before the exponents, before the division or the multiplication, then before the addition or the subtraction. So let me explain this to you with some examples. So here's an example. Let us evaluate this to better understand the output. So here our answer is 2.5. So like I said, for PEDMAS, we evaluate what is in the parentheses first. So 8 minus 3 gives us 5. And so after evaluating the bracket or the parentheses, we have to go to the division, which is higher in hierarchy than the addition. So 5 divided by 10 is equivalent to 0.5. And so 2 plus 0.5 gives us 2.5 as the output. So let us replace this addition with an exponent. And then let's run this to see. So in this case, 8 minus 3 gives us 5. And now the exponent is higher in hierarchy than the division. So we'll do 2 to the power of 5, which is 32. So 32 divided by 10, and 32 divided by 10 gives us 3.2. So the order is the bracket before the exponent, before the division or the multiplication, and before the addition or the subtraction. But in a case where we have the division and the multiplication in the same expression, then we have to evaluate it from the left to the right. since they have the same order. So let me explain this with an example so that you can better understand this. So here is an example. Let me run this and explain the results to us in detail. So here we go. So in this case, we have the multiplication, we have the floor division, and we have the modulo in this expression. So in this case, the multiplication, the floor division, and the modulo are of the same hierarchy. So in this case, we have to go from the left to the right in that order. So we have to do first, what is 10 times 2? 10 times 2 is 20. Now, 20 divided by 3. What is the whole number of dividing 20 by 3? And that is 6. So this is altogether 6. And then we come to this part. What is 5 modulo 2? 5 modulo 2 is 1. So what is 6 plus 1? And that's 7. Please note this. In a case whereby the same order are repeated, you have to follow it from the left to the right, or else you will not get it right. So here are some arithmetic questions I want you to help me solve. I'll pause the video so you can look at them, and you will drop your answers in the comment section. So for example, let me solve question 1 so that I can show you how I want it to be solved. We have that 8 plus 2 floor division 4 multiplied by 9 modulo 3. Okay, so the first here is going to be the exponentiation. And that would be so the first is going to be the parenthesis, and that will be 8 plus 2, which will be equal to 10, right? And so the second will also be parenthesis, which is 9 modulo, 9 modulo 3, and that is equal to 0. Okay, so the third will be the floor division. And that would be, we have added 8 and 2 to 10, so that will be 10 division 4, and that will be 2, right? So 10 floor division, 10 and 4, that would be 2. So we have here as 2 times 0. So the last is our multiplication. And that would be 2 times 0, and that's equal to 0. So let me try to run this program and see if I'm going to have the same answer as the output. Oh, I forgot to print this actually, so let me just put it in a result. And let me say res, whatever. And so let me print res. You can see that my answer is 0, which is equivalent to how I solve this to get that my answer is 0. So I want you to help me to solve others. I want you to solve the other ones and give me the result. Thank you very much.